Very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sport 7GH. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Yes, excitement. All right, good. In this video, we are going to talk to you about a lot of issues. Black Stars coach Chris Hughton. Yes, we are going to talk to you about him. He has said one or two things, and we are going to discuss it with you in this video. Also, we are going to talk about Ghana versus Rwanda, second leg in Ghana here at the Accra Sports Stadium coming on. What are the news and latest updates concerning that particular game? Everything you ought to know from the game, I'll tell you. In fact, I'll tell you the truth you want to hear. I know that I can see that my video on Kudus Mohammed yesterday is getting a lot of dissenting views and opinions. That's the video before this one. All right, yes, it's because I said the truth. I will say the truth always. I'll say the truth. So I'll tell you the truth you want to hear, or maybe you don't want to hear about the Black Queens and everything. Also, we will discuss some Ghanaian players who are struggling in Europe. In fact, Ali Duseidu Steam. Yesterday, I talked to you about Ernest Nuyama. Today, I'm talking to you about Ali Duseidu. His team is really struggling in a French league, and we are going to discuss that in this video over there. Yes, so thank you very much for staying with us once again. Do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select, or leave your thoughts and comments below. That is the thing people don't get to. When I say mine and you don't understand, you don't agree with me, just leave your own below. Don't attack me. Fine, you can attack me, it's no problem. You can attack me, but then leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section of this video. Like this video, hit the notification bell and select or subscribe to the channel, and let's continue from there. Now, so where do we even start from? Let's start from here. Nuhu Adams is an African sports journalist, very trusted. The whole of Africa, everybody recognizes him for his authentic news when it comes to African football. The CAF Champions League, the Confederations Cup, transfers in Africa. He is more or less the Fabrizio Romano in Africa, and he is confirming here that the AFCON 2025 will be played in Morocco, and then 2027 will be played in Senegal, and then AFCON 2029 will be played in Nigeria and Benin. So that is what he's saying over there. He says that it will be confirmed, or the announcement will be made on the 27th of September. Maybe that's Wednesday. All right, Wednesday over there. So let's see if what he's saying will be true. But then I decided to report that to you in this video on this channel. Now let's also talk about the Black Stars coach Chris Hughton. Chris Hughton, the Ghana Black Stars coach, has been monitoring players over the weekend. He watched 2 games in the Ghana Premier League. Ghana Premier League. Yes, monitoring some Ghanaian players. Kotoko versus BBN Gold Stars. He was in BBN to monitor that particular game. Bofwa Kwatano versus Real Tamale United in Sunyani. He was also in Sunyani to monitor that game for the Ghana Premier League. So he is watching the Ghana Premier League. So speaking to the media, he was asked that is he worried about the exodus of Ghanaian players out of the league, Ghana Premier League, unless somebody don't win the Gold King. If you win the Gold King, the best player, just one season, the following season you are leaving the Premier League. You are going to play in other countries because there's no money and all of that. Coach Chris Hughton, speaking to the media, said that look, players leaving or player exodus is inevitable in top flight league. That is what he said, but it's not the truth. It's not true now. Masa, how many seasons did Hurricane play for Tottenham Hotspur? How many seasons did Hurricane play for them? Yes, Kevin De Bruyne. He's a top player. He's in a top flight league. Has he left Man City? How many seasons did Cristiano Ronaldo play for Madrid? Messi play? So the point I'm trying to make is that let's not condone the exodus in our Ghana Premier League. Okay, let's pay the players well. If we pay the players well, they will stay in the league. They will stay in the league. If you go to even Africa, if you go to Egypt and Algeria, Morocco, their leagues, the players don't leave. The players don't leave. Even in fact, Abu Treka was playing in Egypt. Teams from the English Premier League came. He said that he will not go. Abu Treka, he didn't go anywhere because he was being paid well in his home country. So if we pay our players well, they will not go anywhere. Coach Chris Hughton, tell the Ghana Football Association that look, your players are leaving too much. It doesn't make me monitor you well. Always there are new players in the league. let them keep the players. All right, good. Now let's continue. The president of the Ghana Football Association is Kurt Okreku, and he joined the Ghana Black Queens in their hotel and paid a visit to them. You know that the Ghana Black Queens are currently playing the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. The last time we failed to qualify is the women's won the Women's African Cup of Nations, which is the WAFCON. We failed to qualify the last one. We are playing this one. We've already won 7-0 over Rwanda at away, and we are going to play the second leg in Ghana here. So the president of the team, the president of the federation went to visit them and then to motivate them. And if we've won 7-0 there, I'll be the home game there. It's just a walk in the park. Is that not it? It's just a walk in the park. But let's look into that game in deep. Now, Ghana will play versus Rwanda on Tuesday, which is the 26th of August, September 2023, and the game will come on at the Accra Sports Stadium 4 p.m. and it is free for everybody. So you don't pay anything. If you are closer to the Accra Sports Stadium, just go and support the Black Queens. They went away to beat Rwanda 7-0. They have to come back and then play the second leg, and they will qualify to the next round. In fact, they have qualified already. So the next team they are going to meet is either Namibia or Gambia. Namibia and Gambia are playing their qualifiers. The team that will win from the two of them will come and face Ghana. If you look at Namibia and Gambia, Partey, we have to qualify for the AFCON. Now, a lot of people are praising the coach of the Black Queens. This is the truth I'm trying to say. Coach Nora Haptor. If I'm praising him, she has done very well. Why will I say she hasn't done well? Now, he has played 6 games, 6 wins, 21 goals scored, 0 conceded. Why can I say this coach hasn't done well or she's not? She's doing very well. But my point is very simple. And this point, look, Rwanda, they are not a powerhouse in African football. Guinea, they are not a powerhouse in African football. All the teams coach Nora Haptor has beaten, they are not a powerhouse in African football. That is the truth. The last game, the last coach of Black Queens played before Nora Haptor took over was versus Morocco. Morocco beat Ghana 2-0. Morocco is a powerhouse when it comes to women's team, a powerhouse of African football when it comes to the women's team. Yes, they went to the World Cup. So I'm saying that she's doing very well. She should keep going. But then we shouldn't miss the point that she hasn't played any powerhouse of African football. We shouldn't be so excited with what she's doing. All right, we should just spare them on and hope that when they meet those powerhouses, he will qualify and he will do very well. Now, she hasn't yet qualified for the Olympic Games, which we've never qualified in our history. We are still playing the qualifiers for the Olympic Games, but she hasn't qualified. She hasn't qualified for the Women's African Cup of Nations. The last time we couldn't qualify, she has not qualified yet. So what is this? A lot of praise. Do you get my point? She still has a lot of things to do to get that praise she's getting. It is good. The signs are good. If she didn't start well, we would have said it. She's starting well. Cool. We are praising her, but we are saying that let us lower expectations. Let us calm down. Let us give her more time to prove us right. Is that not it? That is just what we are saying. Because media, I am not too excited. Even though I am excited, I am not too excited about this particular coach, Nora Haptor, because I think that she hasn't played any powerhouse of African football, and that is very, very important. Now, Ghana haven't qualified for the World Cup since 2007. Since 2007, the Black Queens have failed to qualify for the World Cup, the Women's World Cup. And now, this is how it is. If we qualify for the AFCON, if we fail to qualify for the AFCON, we cannot qualify for the World Cup. Because you go and play the AFCON, and the 4 top teams, the teams that will reach the semi-finals of the AFCON, of the Women's AFCON, will represent Africa at the World Cup. Do you get a point? So if you fail to qualify for the AFCON, it means that automatically you fail to qualify for the World Cup. And if you qualify for the AFCON and you fail to be part of the last 4 teams of the AFCON, in fact, if you fail to reach the semi-finals of the AFCON, you will not be part of the Women's World Cup. So we've not qualified for the World Cup since 2007. Now, that is why I'm saying that if she's able to qualify us to the AFCON, reaches that one, everybody, the whole country, we are praising her. We are praising because she has achieved something. Right now, all the games she's winning, all the games she's playing, she hasn't achieved anything for Ghana. She hasn't achieved anything for Ghana. She's just winning games. So I'm saying that let's relax and then allow her to achieve something for Ghana. But in the Ghana versus Rwanda game, there we have to go and support them because they are doing representing Ghana and they are doing very, very well. And I'm sure they are going to score a lot of goals for themselves over there. Now let's talk about Ali Duseidu, Black Stars player Ali Duseidu. Clement Ford is currently on the last position when you take the French League and League Lock. They are lying last with just 1 point, and it is very, very sad. Yesterday they lost 2-1 to Le Havre. They lost 2-1. Ali Duseidu played 90 minutes of the game in a 3-back formation. He was on the right side of the 3-back. They lost. They are still lavishing at the bottom. Very, very sad. Ali Duseidu is the last team, and then Ernest Nyama is the last but one. So it's very, very sad for Black Stars, but we hope that they will get their things together and then come back to winning ways, because last season they did very, very well. I'm very surprised that this season they find themselves there, but then let's hope and see that Ali Duseidu will not go on relegation. Yes, Clement Ford will not go on relegation and they will do very well for themselves. In the same league is Abdul Salis. Salis is also a player for Al Sealands. They are currently playing in the Champions League. Last season they were second on the league lock. This season they are also struggling. This is the first time they are winning a game in the French league since it started, and they won 2-1 over Toulouse. And Abdul Salis Ahmed had 7.2 ratings according to SofaScore, and he also did very, very well for himself in that particular game as I'm speaking to you. And so at home they won versus Toulouse, and that is very, very good. Tariq Lamptey is also a fantastic Black Stars player who plays for Brighton and Hove Albion. Over the weekend they won 3-1 over Antoine Semenyo's Bournemouth, and he played just a few minutes. He came on in the 87th minute. Yeah, so he played 3 minutes plus at the time for Brighton and Hove Albion, and that is very surprising because after he had 2 assists versus Man United, the coach still benched him versus Bournemouth, and that was surprising. But he's coming from injury, and I'm sure he will be introduced one after the other or as time goes on. Is that not it? Good. So that's how things are. That is what's happening with Black Stars players, with the Black Stars coach, with Ghana Black Queens, Ghana versus Rwanda at Accra Sports Stadium. Do all to go and support the coach and the girls, yes, at the Accra Sports Stadium if you are closer to there. Thank you very much for staying with us. I'll definitely see you in the next updates. Bye bye.